have scientifically proven that setting up camp with one person is much more difficult than setting up camp with two. Reason is my little row I've left behind in Las Vegas. We're not having a feud or anything. She has a hens weekend, so it's just me this weekend. And I've driven out east to Arizona, Utah. I'm right on the border of those two states at the moment, somewhere called Monument Valley. These are the monuments. This is the valley. It's all making sense now, isn't it? So there's a pretty good agenda for this weekend. It is a race weekend. Today and probably most of tomorrow I'll spend in Monument Valley. I'll either go for a little run around this afternoon or tomorrow morning, just to avoid the peak heat. And then I'm heading down to Flagstaff, Arizona, camp there for the night. And then on Sunday, I have a 10K trail race called Groovin in the Aspens. So I'm very excited to race a 10K. And I've never done a 10K trail race, so that should be very exciting. Am I ready? I think so. A bit sore and stiff, if I'm being completely honest. It's quite a long drive today, probably about a 7 hours drive. After the trail race, I will head to the Grand Canyon. It's only an hour drive north of where the race is. And so I'll spend the afternoon probably hiking around the Grand Canyon. So it's a pretty exciting runner's weekend ahead. I hope you're looking forward to it. And if you enjoy this video, please like. And if you like me, subscribe. Come back again for some more. All right, let's do it. Beautiful run. Oh, and it's just me out here. It's such a quiet trail. I don't know if that's because it's actually 6 o'clock at night or whether it's summer, scares tourists away, but oh man, it couldn't be more peaceful out here. It's me and the monuments. Check this out. Is that crazy cool or what? Now I'm on the lookout for rattlesnakes and scorpions. So I really want to see some wildlife out here. Is that too much to ask? I think not. Oh my God, I haven't ran on this much red dirt since Uluru in the middle of Australia. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I ran a marathon out there in the desert, the Australian desert. So go check that out on my channel. Man, this is unreal. Apart from my heavy breathing, let me stop breathing for a second. It's silent out here. Oh, crow. I was trying to show them it's silent. And apart from that crow, and my breathing, it's silent out here. Right, pause break. Look at it out here. Absolutely incredible. Oh, I like this one. It's called Defiant Pinky. Okay, either I lost the trail or I've just been following a river stream, a dried up river stream for quite a while now. So I realized after a while, is this really a marked path? Is this where water runs when it's not so hot? So yeah, I better turn back. Pretty far from home. Oh man, that run was seriously unreal. I can't believe I was the only person out on that trail. For anyone who's interested, it's called the Wildcat Trail at Monument Valley, and it is just stunning. It's probably one of my favorite runs ever. And now, I just quickly jumped in the shower because I was stinky, but check out this sunset. It is just so beautiful here. Like, quickly about the run. I think it was supposed to be like 3.3 miles, so 5 kilometers. Somehow I accidentally made it 8 kilometers, 5 miles. Yeah, I don't know what I did wrong. I thought I was on the trail. Then I got a bit lost. Then I found the trail again, so it's all good. It was undulating and windy and thick red dirt, so it's never going to be a fast run or anything, but it was serene and beautiful, and these monuments are kind of majestic, so hugely recommend that run. My favorite runs of the trip. Whoa, beautiful sunrise this morning. Although I'll tell you what's harder than setting up a camp with one person is putting that sleeping bag back into that tiny bag that it comes in with one person. I was wrestling with that thing for like 15 minutes this morning, got a sweat on. I think I'm going to do a bit of a drive of the valley. It kind of kills me to get in a car to see nature, but you're not allowed to do the driving loop by hiking or running, so I have to get in my car to see all the different monuments. I just want to clear my shoes and then we should be good to go. So Flagstaff, Arizona is hella cool. I just checked into my 5-star hotel. Nah, just kidding. It's a patch of dirt. I'm camping. And immediately went into town to find good coffee. And I saw this place that looked like they had good coffee. And I went in there and I even said to the girl, hey, do you do good coffee? And she's like, yeah, it's really good coffee. And I was like, well, then can I have one of your coffees? And she said, yeah, hot or cold? And I was like, hot. And she's like, okay. And I was like, thanks. She's like, okay. It was really good coffee. And I went into a cool store called Run Flagstaff. It's supposed to be this really cool running store. And it was a really cool running store. And the staff were like super helpful. And I asked them for like trail recommendations for today, just to do a little shakeout. And look how thoughtful. They wrote a whole list of where I could go and do a trail run. So I'm at somewhere called Buffalo Park now, because they said this will be a cool place surrounded by mountains for a trail run. So I'm gonna do a trail run, and I'll see you soon. Buffalo Park is a beautiful park, surrounded by mountains and meadows and a nice flat track. I didn't feel very good. Stitch in my stomach. And my legs felt kind of sore. Still good to get out and shake the legs after all this driving. What's next? Something. I think there's about 7 minutes left to go before I race. So very, very excited. The vibes here are really cool. It's so awesome. I'm really, really pumped. Just gonna put my stuff away now because I'm literally about to race very, very soon. Gonna take the start line, and I guess I will see you at the finish. So wish me luck.
Hey, give a pose.
Y'all ain't going, I'm not scared to do that.
Only now do I have the time to debrief the race. So good stuff about the race first. It was an awesome event, really, really good vibes, beautiful spot. I love Flagstaff. I love, you know, the Aspens and the forest. Just a really nice energy to the morning. Great weather for it, maybe a little warm, but it's pretty damn good. The race itself, I actually found really, really hard. I had a terrible race. Not even joking, probably the worst race of the year at least, if not the worst race I've ever had. A kilometre in, I already felt tired. My legs felt heavy and my heart was beating way faster than it should be. Heart rate was just going through the roof and I felt so hot. I usually like running in the heat, but man, I was just exhausted. My lungs felt like they were going to explode. I don't usually look at my watch. I looked at my watch and it was, 4.63 kilometers. I was like, oh, I don't even know if I'm going to make this. That's how bad I felt. And this is hard for me to admit, but it's the truth. I stopped and walked a couple of times. That's how much I was hurting. I was just exhausted. A bit disappointed in that. So this hike is wild because it's just like a full descent down into the canyon and then a full ascent back up. So I'm on the descent bit and it's like pretty easy, but everybody's face coming back up is just like, so yeah, I've gone pretty deep, so I want to see how the way up goes. Put it down to is I think I just haven't been eating enough. That's all I can think of, that I was just underfueled. Now, obviously not been at home for ages, not able to cook big hearty dinners with heaps of veggies and carbs. So I think that's what that feeling was, the feeling of exhaustion, just having no energy, no calories in the system. I ate before the race. I had a banana and peanut butter, but just clearly wasn't enough. I don't know, I managed to win, so it's not the worst result in the world, but I could have done a lot better than 41 minutes. Alrighty, that's it. 5Ks deep, 3 miles deep, and we're going back up. I didn't want to end on like too much of like a negative note. Here's what I want to add. I think having a bad race is not the end of the world. Groundbreaking. A great opportunity to learn, to have a think about, what did I do wrong? And I don't want to run like that again. I want to feel good in how I run. I want to run good races. So something for me to work on, something for me to improve. It's all looking up from here, I reckon. It's all looking up from here. I might want to leave you to it because it's just going to be me puffing up this incline. I don't know why I did this on the same day as the race, but I only had one day to see the canyon, so I'll see you next week, fam. I'm average jump slam. Made it back, for anyone wondering. Survived.